Khamzat Chimaev walked into this fight undefeated, champion, human cheat code, and he was the boogeyman of the division. And for one round, it looked exactly like that. Sean Strickland got taken down in like 15 seconds. 15. Khamzat grabbed him like a landlord dragging a couch through a stairwell. Backpack on him immediately, body triangle, and then wrist rides. The whole Chechen horror package. Sean spent most of round 1 looking like a man trying to escape a sleep paralysis demon. But then something weird happened. The boogeyman stopped being scary. And to me, this is where the fight becomes fascinating. People are acting like Sean Strickland just clearly beat Khamzat. No, that's not what happened. This was one of those disgusting split decision fights where half the MMA fanbase immediately starts screaming robbery while the other half acts like it was obvious. Official scores came back 48-47 Strickland, 48-47 Chimaev, 48-47 Strickland. Razor close. And to be honest, I can absolutely see a Khamzat scorecard, especially when you factor in championship bias. Usually in these super close rounds, the champ gets the nod. That's how MMA judging works half the time. The challenger is supposed to take the belt. Sean won. But let's not act like Khamzat got dominated or exposed as some fraud overnight. This wasn't that. This was a little darker than that. Because what happened in this fight was the first visible crack in Khamzat's unstoppable sword. And Sean might have accidentally discovered the blueprint. Old Khamzat felt supernatural. He used to walk through people like he was late for work. Li Jingliang carried him around the cage like groceries. And Kevin Holland got submitted so fast it looked rude. Even against elite guys, there was this feeling that Khamzat operated at a pace normal humans couldn't survive. But then came Gilbert Burns, and then Usman, and then Strickland. And every single one of those fights revealed the same terrifying truth. If Khamzat cannot kill you early, he slowly starts turning into a different fighter. Against Sean, that transformation became clear. After round 1, Sean basically turned the fight into a cardio tax audit. Jab, jab, teep, jab, walk forward, pressure, and make Khamzat work. It was ugly, annoying, miserable, like being trapped in an elevator with a guy explaining cryptocurrency. But it worked. Here's the thing, you guys. Sean's style is psychologically exhausting. People think he's just a boxing defense guy, but what he really does is force you into a slow mental breakdown. He's constantly in your face, constantly touching you with his jab, and constantly making you uncomfortable. And that is the key. The hunter became the guy trying to survive. And now, here's where the conspiracy theories start getting juicy, because there are 3 gigantic questions hanging over this fight. Question number 1. Why did Khamzat almost completely abandon the wrestling? Seriously. You took Sean down immediately, controlled him, had success, clearly won the first round. Then suddenly the takedown attempt slowed down massively. Why? Did Sean's defensive scrambling wear him out? Maybe. Did Khamzat gas? Probably. But there's another possibility nobody wants to say out loud, at least not many. What if Khamzat physically can't fight the same anymore? Because we need to talk about the COVID thing, man. People joke about it now because MMA fans have the emotional maturity of raccoons fighting over a chicken nugget. But Khamzat got hit hard by COVID back in the day. Career-threatening heart, lung issues, hospitalization. Dana White talked about the man like he was about to retire. And ever since then, the cardio questions never fully disappeared. Is that a coincidence? Maybe. But maybe not. There are moments in these longer fights where Khamzat genuinely looks like his body betrays him, as if the engine suddenly redlines. And if that is true, I think this is extremely horrifying. Prime Khamzat with unlimited cardio is basically a folklore creature, man. But this version, I don't know, man, it looks mortal. Question number 2. Did the success ruin him a little? I'm not saying he became lazy, but there's a difference between being hungry and being fed. Old Khamzat fought like a man escaping poverty with a knife in his teeth. But the current Khamzat? Bro is eating Wagyu in Dubai. Designer clothes, celebrity lifestyle, and the champion money. The edge changes. It always changes. Mike Tyson talked about it, and McGregor is a living example. Countless champions become slightly softer once life stops feeling like survival. You stop being the wolf. You become the guy taking Instagram photos of the wolf. And then there's the third conspiracy, the nastiest one. What if Sean Strickland's style specifically exposed Khamzat's biggest weakness? The ego. Sean did something psychologically evil in this fight. He survived. I admit it sounds simple, but against Khamzat, surviving is step one of destroying the aura. The entire Khamzat experience is built around panic. He wants you terrified immediately, overwhelmed immediately, broken immediately. Sean never broke. Even when he got controlled early, he stayed weirdly calm. And once Khamzat realized Sean wasn't going away, the energy shifted. You could feel it, man. And maybe this sounds crazy, but hear me out. This loss might actually save Khamzat's career. No, seriously. A loss forces honesty and hunger. And if Khamzat is smart, this becomes his redemption arc. The Rocky 3 moment. The kind of loss that drags a killer back into the gym with genuine hunger again. No more sprinting for first round annihilation. No more assuming opponents will mentally collapse. Sean Strickland showed the entire division something terrifying, man. Khamzat Chimaev can be drowned. It is not easy and not clean, but he can be dragged into deep water. But let's end this honestly. I still think Khamzat could have gotten that decision. I do. It was that close. And if one judge swings differently, we're talking about Sean not doing enough to take the belt while people scream about octagon control and damage on Twitter like unemployed philosophers. That's how razor thin this fight was. But official results aside, something bigger happened. Sean Strickland beat Khamzat, but also made him look human. And as you know in MMA, sometimes that's worse than losing.